When the pandemic fully hit East Tennessee in the spring of 2020, everything changed. With it being just the two of us in the family, I was really worried about what I was going to do. Her school moved to virtual learning. I have to work a lot. Who was going to look after her while I'm at work? How is she going to get lunch? She is so smart. She has to get her education, but this pandemic changed everything for us. What more can we ask out of a 10-year-old?
I've been the mayor of Blount County now for 11 years. The pandemic has brought so much to the table that we've never seen before. It was a total restructure of how the education system was designed and implemented. There is still a considerable amount of area in Blount County that does not have internet. So this became a real issue. Some of the parents had never felt so helpless in their lives before, because this was the new way of doing business, and this was the new way for those children to be educated, and they couldn't provide it for them. And I don't know anything that makes a parent feel any more inept than to know your child needs something and you just don't have the capabilities to provide it.
What's been highlighted through 2020 and the COVID pandemic is the digital divide, which means that a lot of people don't have access to the internet or fast internet that can help them do business, do homework. And in a community like Blount County, Tennessee, the digital divide shows up in many ways. Either you don't have access to fast internet or it's not affordable enough.
This has been an extremely challenging year, full of hardships and difficulties along the way. We primarily had to pivot to online learning back in March. I don't think anyone could have anticipated the level of mental and emotional distress that some of our students have experienced, both within the nucleus of their family, as well as trying to get used to having school through a computer screen. Sometimes you're in a class and then you're kicked out and then you get back on, and so there's a lot of frustration that builds up over that. After COVID-19 is gone, we're still going to have students that are going to be getting the vast majority of their education through a virtual platform, and so it's really important that we try to provide them those services if we can.
I can lock down who has access. I can filter what types of access that is. In doing so, I can create a very secure and targeted experience. What we can do on the public sector side is leverage the utility that already exists in that community, technology that is scalable and cost-effective, and target areas of the community where students live that, for whatever reason, are underserved.
The way they expand internet is by the dollars that they can make off of it. It's not by whether you need it. That doesn't work fast enough. That's not what the citizens of this county deserve. The internet is not going to be in a lot of these areas for years and years to come.
We forget that there's a segment of society out there that has a whole other set of problems that a pandemic has brought on, and it has nothing to do with the disease itself. The world is changing. We must recognize that there is a digital divide. We need to combine and unify our resources to connect our community together, and that time is now.